Hello crafty friends, Alicia here. Hope you're all doing well. I wanted to jump on and show you some of the projects I've been creating with Scrap Diva Designs October release, which is Christmas theme. So you would have seen a few things over on my Instagram that I have been sharing, but I wanted to jump on and show you what I've been creating in person. It just, yeah, looks so much different when you're seeing it on screen compared to just as an image. So the first thing I ended up creating was the Peppermint Candy. Absolutely loved playing with this one. You've got dies in the back as well as the dies in the front, all different sizes. And I ended up creating, I'll just grab it out, move that off to the side. I ended up creating this pretty garland using the peppermint candy, and I wanted them to have some dimension as well. So you can see here, this is how it turned out. So you've got all your different sizes. I used my pink, I think it's a 3mm foam, just to prop that up. It does come with little circular pieces for the center, but I didn't want to use those. I just wanted them to stay like this. I think they look really good this way. I used some beautiful iridescent glitter cardstock, which I ended up hauling from the USA when I was over there, and also the pink glitter cardstock as well. Such a gorgeous color combo. And I did them in all different sizes, and I mixed the combination up. So I did the larger ones with like this bubblegum pink, I believe it's like Doodlebug, this cardstock, the pink one. It's a really pretty color. And then I did the same with the smaller ones. It's just I did the patterns around differently, like the patterned cardstock. So instead of popping the iridescent glitter on the top, I used the iridescent white glitter on the bottom, and then the pink on top. And I really like it. I like the combination. So those are all my peppermint candies, and I thought, oh, I'm going to make a gorgeous garland. You can hang this in your craft room, on your tree. I used some beautiful, like, it's kind of like a twine, but not. So a trim that's kind of ropey, it's pink, it's gold. I thought it would be perfect for this garland. It's nice and sturdy. And then I added some little, those fluffy, like, they're kind of like a pom-pom bead, which I threaded through. And they sit there nicely. They can move if you want them to, but I've positioned them to a spot where I think is a good spot to have them. So yeah, very happy with how this garland turned out. Such a fun die. So many uses for this. Just stick that there so you guys can see that there in the background. Absolutely love that. I then ended up creating a memory dex using this die set here. This is the Santa book memory dex, and I used a few different other dies to go or to decorate my memory dex. So you'll be able to see on here I actually used one of the peppermint candies on the rosette, and the rosette is also a Scrap Diva Designs die from this month. So it is this one here, which is the Candy Cane Rosette Duo. I ended up cutting this out quite a few times with different types of like textured cardstocks and variety, just to see how it would work. So the first things that I cut out using the peppermint candy rosette oh sorry, candy cane, wasn't it? Yeah, the candy cane rosette. I ended up using that same pretty pink glitter cardstock that I used for my peppermint candies. And I also used the same pretty iridescent white glitter cardstock that I also used. So everything matches. Now the thing with using two different glittered cardstocks is it makes it quite thick, because you're gluing one cardstock onto another cardstock and then it becomes very, very thick. So you can see here I've tried to bend it, but it is a little like tricky. So keep that in mind. If you're going to do it, you're going to end up having some very, very hard, sturdy rosettes. I would recommend maybe using two different, maybe thinner type papers, because you're doubling it up instead of, you know, using just one cardstock like you usually would use. So I ended up doing my rosette using two different types of vellum. So I did a normal vellum, and then I did it's like an iridescent pink shimmery vellum. So I don't know if you guys can see that on there or not. And that's what I ended up using to decorate the memorydex. And it turned out so cute. So it's the two different types of vellum. So you can just slightly see that candy cane pattern and shimmer on that. Or at least I hope you can. It's very muted, but pretty little touch. And then just decorated also with other pieces from the memorydex die set. So wish list, you've got the little present, which I layered up on foam. Again, I used all those pretty glitter cardstocks that I used for these other projects. Decorated it with some pretty embellishments, which I ended up hauling from Hobby Lobby when I went to America. And you've also got a little bit of Rosie Studio as well on there. And it's a nice sturdy memorydex. And I also used, I don't know if you can see, the pink foam as well to give it dimension, and lots of foam to layer this rosette piece up. So love how that one turned out. Next, I ended up creating these little gorgeous elf shoes, little shaker elf shoes. Oh, yeah, elf shoe shaker. And it comes in two different sizes. So this is more of the larger size die in the set, and I added a fun little dangle to it, a fun little shaker mix. Super cute. Wanted a little bell, seeing as though it's a little elf shoe. I had to have it jingle. These would make really cute key rings as well to dangle on projects if you wanted to, because the die set comes with like a hole there at the end of the shoe, so you can make them into little shaker charms. But I decided I wanted to add a couple of fun little charms to the embellishment. And I just made my own sequin mix. I've got some gingerbread houses in there, some snowflakes, some of that fun Recollections glitter that I hauled from Michael's while I was over there. Bit of Rosie Studio as well. And this is one of the pink acrylic bows, also from Hobby Lobby. And that white iridescent glitter cardstock is absolutely stunning. So that's the larger elf shoe. And then we have the smaller one. Where have you gone? And here's the little baby one. Isn't it cute? So, so adorable. Sorry, you can probably hear Arlo cleaning himself next to me right now. All those loud licking noises, he's cleaning his feet. There's always something going on when I'm filming, always. You never get the absolute peace and quiet. So I love how they turned out, the little elf shoes. And lastly, I ended up doing these fa-la-la words, and they're nice and big. So I ended up doing them quite differently. I wanted to do them 3 different ways. So the giant one, it has 4 different layering pieces, as you guys can see there. So I used the glitter, I used a shimmery pinky red color, a white, and then I did foam for the top script like font there. So yeah, that's 4 layers. So that turned out quite nice. So I wanted to do another one, and I wanted to do it without doing the 4 layers. I thought I'd see what it would look like just using the 3 layers, and I'm still really happy with how pretty it turned out. I just ended up taking out, so I'll show you as an example. I ended up cutting out this piece, which I used on this word. So instead of putting that behind, I just left it blank. So instead of having the 4, I have the 3. I hope that makes sense. So 4 and then 3. Lots of layering. So that's the difference in those 2. So you can use as many layers as you want. I just wanted to play around a bit and yeah, see how they would look, and I'm happy with how both of them look. And these would be great to stick onto like a Christmas album, or a big giant like tote bag, or anything that you're gifting for Christmas, to your swap or your pen pals, or even just family and friends. So I'll just move that down there just so you can see. And then these are the separate ones that I did. So you've got fa la la. I'll try and get it so you guys can see. So these are the separate ones, and this one only has 3 layers. So I did a pale pink, the iridescent white glitter, and then the pink foam. I thought they all turned out gorgeous. I'm just loving all the colors. I'm trying to decide whether I want to attach anything to these or not, like whether I stick some kind of a hold on, let me just move all this around. Whether I stick, you know, like a fun star like here, you know, embellish it up. La la la. There's a little one. Do something like, I don't know, I'm just trying to play with different things, but I thought that could be quite cute, sticking the little star with the pom-pom on one of these pieces. It's very cute. Bling it up. So there we go, guys. There is my Scrap Diva Designs recent project shares using the October release. They're all available over on the Scrap Diva Designs website, and I also have my 10% off coupon code for you guys down in the description box to save you some money when you head on over there. And yeah, keep your eye out. I'll have more project shares coming soon. And thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for all your wonderful comments and your support, and I will catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye.